What's up, everybody? EagleRun23 here. Excited to see you guys on a Monday night. We got a great show for you here. I'm very excited about our guests. We were just talking, hanging out here for a second, getting our audios and everything all situated, and it's going to be a really good time. So looks like we've already got several people over here in the chat. That sounds great. Top of the list for you, Mr. Vintage Jeep. You won a lower and a fax and barrel, and you have not replied to my email, or I tagged you in a short, and I commented on the last time I could find that you commented on one of my videos. So he might have gone dark for a little while. I don't know. You tell me, what is the acceptable amount of time for us to hang out for Mr. Vintage Jeep? I mean, if he hits me up in like 90 days and I've already given away the barrel, I mean, I'll still hook him up, but I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. What is the acceptable amount of time that we should wait for this guy before we go to whoever number 2 is? I don't even know who that is. We'll have to figure that out. And then next on the list, for the month of August, we are giving away an EagleRun23 sticker pack. This one's my favorite. I held it on the wrong corner. It is like the farm to market roads here in Texas, but you get all sorts of Eagle Run stickers, and then the famous 8.6 blackout. These are back in stock, by the way. They sell out pretty quick. And you get a 10-pack of Magpul PMags for the AR-15. So that is a giveaway. Here's how you enter. You go to EagleRun23.com, and you sign up your email. Pretty simple. Let me see if I can put the banner up there for you. EagleRun23.com. You can email me there. Here it is, EagleRun23.com, and you can add your email, subscribe to my list. I've been sending out like 2 emails a month. So like, I'm not a spammer. I'm not a spammer at all. Just trying to get you guys some deals. Anytime there's an exclusive promo code, you're going to get an email about it, and then things like that. So that's what we're doing with that. I think that's it. Let's get on to our guest. I have Mr. Kyle here from Anderson Manufacturing. How are you, sir?
Hey, doing well, Eagle. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. I'm excited for this. I already showed you. I've got a bunch of good questions here for us to talk about, and some things to figure out. So I think I've got my screen situated where I can see everything. So let's start from the top. Anderson Manufacturing in beautiful Kentucky. What is it like to work in the gun industry at Anderson Manufacturing?
Oh, man, good question, Eagle. I'll tell you this, and people hate it too. They ask what I do for a living. I tell them I've got the best job on earth. Like, yeah. I am literally living a dream. I don't complain about going to work. Going to work is a pleasure, man. It's awesome. A little bit about me, like, I went straight out of high school into the Marine Corps. So,
cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the transition from Marine Corps to Anderson Manufacturing, man, it couldn't have went smoother, to be honest with you.
It was there.
It was seamless. Just there. Yeah.
I did not know you were a Marine. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good for you. If I'm probably kind of silly to say this, but like, if I could redo ages like 18 to like 23, I almost joined the Marines, and I have a little bit of regret now, honestly. A little bit of regret. I should have probably done it.
Yeah, but
probably could have done some better things with my time. During that time of my life, I probably could have made some better decisions.
I was about to say, when you're that age, there are things that are a little bit higher on the priority list. And sometimes that distracts you from other things that, could have been huge opportunities, man. So it does happen. It happens all the time. But
I did some cool stuff during that time, but
yeah,
probably it would be nice to have that now as like an accomplishment. That's, I think, what I'm missing. I'm big on that kind of stuff. I love, like, I keep a list on my phone of stuff that I want to learn and do. And like, I could pull it up right now. There's things like, I'm going to learn how to weld. Like, I don't know how to weld. I want to learn how to weld. And I'm just going to go to Harbor Freight one day and buy a welder and teach myself to weld. It's going to happen. But things like that, they're just on my list. I'm going to do it. Like, I'm just that kind of.
I mean, that's why I watch your channel, though, man, because you'll just go out there, you'll actually do it, and we get to watch. So
yeah,
it's a win-win. But no, I mean, the Marine Corps thing does give you a leg up in the gun industry too, man, because I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just the
absolutely.
training instilled in you. Like you've depended on this platform, and now I'm working with this platform and developing it and watching it grow. And pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
That's fantastic. Okay, so we've got MC over here in the chat. He is our moderator of the day, and Mr. AR Guns will probably be visiting us later. But we've got a lot of familiar faces. Miles and Bending Ballistics. Good buddy Carl is here. Dale Pogue, I saw him earlier. Nice. We got lots of familiar faces. 2 Live Moo, up from the good state of Michigan, is here. Burnaby Sanchez. All right, we got some great familiar faces over there. That's cool. And I keep messing my screen up. Okay, so you talked about working in the gun industry. Was that your, like, when you got out of the Marines, was that your intention? Like, is that what you were going for? Or did that just an opportunity that you like jumped in?
Man, the story getting to that is a series of events, I'll tell you what. So coming out of the Marine Corps, it wasn't like the smoothest butter transitions I made it sound earlier.
True.
I started at a hardware store, making $15 an hour.
Okay.
Just loading up mulch, and I worked in the garden section. So I'm acting like I know a lot about plants. So I really don't. I'm just reading labels. But doing my thing, and then I'm going to school full time also to earn my journalism degree at this time. And we're going good. Everything's going smooth. I got out 2017. 2019 hits. This COVID stuff starts popping up here and there. 2020 hits, and everything just shuts down, brother. I'm laid off.
Right.
Yeah, and that is how I found Anderson right there. Is I sat at home for probably 2-3 weeks before I started going a little stir crazy, and was just like, I got to find something. Somebody's got to be going. I want to be. Sorry about that.
Guns were popping off.
Yeah, it's popping. No, I want to be. So I wanted to get something going, and I was like, you know what? I'm in Hebron, Kentucky. Like, why not shoot my shot with Anderson Manufacturing? So I didn't even go about it the proper way. To be honest, I sent them I clicked on the, contact us and typed in this huge story why I'd be a good fit, and the owner's wife reached out to me, Mrs. Anderson, and I was like, what just happened? But she wanted me in for an interview, and I mean, I started in assembly, working nights, and just kind of eventually just worked my way up from there, man.
Yeah, 2 Life Moose says he took welding in high school in shop class.
Yeah, I wish I would have done that.
I should have. It was available, but I didn't think that was cool. I was playing football and baseball and basketball, and I wish I would have. That would have been great. I would have. See, you know how to do that, Mr. Moo. Yeah, so the gun industry's popping off during COVID. Meanwhile, other things are not going crazy. And so, so that was a good catch for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I walked into Anderson when they were pumping out about 400 rifles a shift, complete rifles, and they were getting shipped the same day. So about 800 a day. And we were always behind still. It was crazy during COVID, man. Crazy.
So Mr. Lavender Borgman, I can tell that he's watching from Facebook, and it is entirely possible that you're the only one watching on Facebook, sir. So when you see me pop up these other ones, these aren't fake friends. You're more than welcome to watch on Facebook. But if you want to go on YouTube, that's where most of these comments are, like all these guys here. These are real people. I'm not a crazy person, Mr. Borgman. Sorry about that. We're probably there's probably just 1 or 2 people watching on Twitter too. Most everyone's over on the regular YouTube, EagleRun23, if you want to catch us over there. So, all right. So I have been experimenting, and I'm saying experimenting because if you're following me on any of the socials, you know that I am a bad hunter right now. Are you a hunter? Do you hunt?
Last year was my first year hunting, and I killed my first. I killed my first deer. It was a doe.
Okay.
I was looking for that big buck. You know how it is first time, but I got me a doe, and I filled the freezer. So I dabbled. I dabbled.
So you said you've seen a couple of my videos. The 8.6 blackout is my jam right now, right? And
It is. It's all over the place.
yeah, and I have not shot a hog with the 8.6 blackout, and now I've got this crazy, unbelievable thermal scope from Fusion Thermal. I've got a suppressor. I swore I'd never be a suppressor guy. I didn't care about them. I got a suppressor in May or June or May or
It
June.
happens.
And so I have got to shoot a suppressed hog with my thermal. It has to happen. And I'm 0 for 3. We were out on Saturday night, and these stories are just crazy because there's a guy. My neighbor lives in the neighbor out of my property. I've got just over 100 acres, and my neighbor, he has a couple of blinds on my property, and so we have this relationship where he kind of looks after the place and kind of things like that. So he helps us out. And he has a bunch of trail cams, and I have some trail cams. And so he's like, "Hey, are you coming out this weekend?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, well, here's 3 hogs going down to the bottom right now." And I'm like, "Great, we're going to pull in. We're going to get some hogs." So we bait everything up. And then he sends me another message and says, "There's 2 over at the north feeder. There's 2 over at the north feeder right now." And I'm like, "We've got to go get these hogs." So we walk. It's like 20-minute walk over to the other feeder. They're not there. So then we leave and go get dinner and come back. Gone for 2 hours. We're thinking it's going to be nice and quiet, And he's like, "There's I think he said there's one big one down at the bottom." So we drive down, come up with tripods. First time ever using a tripod hunting was Saturday. It's a fantastic experience. And we go down there and we can't find any of them. So we stay out there till 10:30. And then we pack up and leave. And as soon as I pull off the property, he sends me a picture from the trail cam. They're right back where we were.
Oh,
I am the world's worst hunter.
That's why they call it hunting, though. That is why they call it hunting.
That's what Carl, I texted Carl and he sent me that and said, they don't call it killing, they call it hunting.
Yep.
And MC's trying to get me to like not brush my teeth for a week and stuff like that. Trying to get me I need to like show up with doe urine on me or something. I don't know.
You got to kill that scent, brother.
Got to figure this stuff out, man. Okay, so Bending Ballistic says, it won't let me click on these for some reason. When is Kyle coming to the range in Western Kentucky?
If that is an invite, I will be there, Bending Ballistics.
I can hook you guys up. He's in Kentucky, actually, so.
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be cool.
He's a friend of mine.
Yeah, I'd love to go down there.
And then I don't know if MC's telling me about Dr. Pepper. We were using Dr. Thunder in our hog recipe. You got to use the off-brand Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that brings the hogs in.
Allegedly. Alleged hogs. Okay, so the Anderson has an AR-10. I feel like AR-10s are kind of hot right now. Agree? Disagree?
Agree. Totally agree.
Okay, so that platform is just it's not just me building them. Other people are building them too, it sounds like.
Yep. Oh, yeah. They're flying off the shelves. We sell, especially parts. AR-10 parts. It's hard to keep around, but rifles as well. As we get closer to hunting season, we'll see those pick up as well.
Okay, so I just finished. Several of my subscribers sent in parts to help me build an AR-10 in 308 for a guy at my church. He helps me with several projects at church. Fantastic guy. His name is Evan. And several subscribers sent stuff, and then we just raided my extra parts bin, and we made him a beautiful 308, 20-inch Faxon barrel, and it shot for the first time on Saturday. We are having a little bit of feeding issues, though. I'm getting some short stroking. So I don't know if my gas block is not perfectly lined up, or my buffer weighed in at 3.7 ounces, which I thought was that was a little light. I thought I should have been around 4.5 ounces.
Yeah,
any thoughts on that?
No, it should be around 4.5 ounces, but I would definitely, if I ever have anything short stroke like that, I always check the gas system. And it might even come down to like gauging the gas hole. You're going to have to excuse me for 1 second. Let me.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, it's possible that we've got a gas problem. It's possible that I've got a spring problem. I pulled the spring out and it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look like the right spring. So I'm going to check the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the beautiful thing about the AR-10 platform. And I'm pretty sure you said this in one of your videos, man. I mean, anything goes wrong with it, it's too easy to fix. Very easy to fix. It's just pinpointing that problem and seeing what's going on. But I'll definitely check that gas block, make sure it's straight, make sure everything's lined up.
These are problems that I'm not going to say a number. In the more than one AR-15 that I've built, these are problems that I don't come across. And every single 308, or I mean, Creedmoor, 86 Blackout, 308, another 308, all of those AR-10s that I've built, I've had trouble with a feeding issue. I've had trouble with gas on all of them.
And I think you can contribute some of that to there not being necessarily like a mil-spec pattern for the AR-10 platform. It's either Armalite, DPMS standard. I think there's a few other out there, but those are the two main that I know.
So how do we get a spec for the AR-10? I want to lead the charge on this because I've got a DPMS high handguard and a DPMS low receiver. And then you've got, this part won't work. And the charging handle for this platform is a little bit shorter than and now the Ruger SFAR is out there and it's just messing up everything.
Gosh. I think something similar to the United Nations, like the United Manufacturers.
Okay, I'm gonna go to GoDaddy right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy that domain right now on GoDaddy.
United Manufacturers.
I always make fun that I'm a single issue voter. Have you heard of single issue voter?
Oh yeah.
I'm a 2A single issue voter. I'm the most dangerous voter on the planet.
Wild card.
I might become a 2-issue voter.
Oh, there you go.
Standardize the AR-10.
Converted.
And do you think maybe I could get elected on that?
Hey, I've seen people run on less.
That is 100% true. I have seen people run on less. I have never fired an AR-10. Cool rifles for sure. Ron Wayne has never fired. Ron Wayne has so many cool guns. He doesn't have a AR-10. Man,
recommend it.
I recommend it too. So MC has the POF version of the modified AR-15, AR-10, and it's a POF Revolution, I think, and it's some things are shrunk and some things aren't, like the SFAR. I don't know if you're familiar with that one.
No.
Wait, Ron is in Kentucky too? I didn't know that. I thought he was in like Arizona or something.
Man, that's cool. Kentucky's on the map in EagleRun23.
Dude, we're representing Kentucky hard tonight. Might be over representing Kentucky for all I know. Bushmaster AR-10. Yeah, POF Revolution. Revolution. That's what I thought. Oh, DKCA. Now he's out in California. He is behind enemy lines.
Yeah, fighting a good fight.
See, then Carl is the exact opposite. He doesn't own an AR-15. He's my 86 Blackout buddy.
Hey, the AR-10 did come first.
That is true. That is true. Okay, so the lower pin spacing. Oh, he's saying his POF Revolution is AR-15 pin spacing, but it's chambered in 308. That's kind of like SFAR is kind of like that too, I think. Yeah. Yeah, then we got some love for the Ron Wayne videos. Ron Wayne just hit 50,000 subscribers, by the way. Big shout out to him. Yeah, there it is. Bending Ballistics putting it up there. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out some of this AR-10 stuff, and there's going to be a video very soon where we're going to diagnose this 308 and why it's not cycling. So that's going to be coming up. The next thing on my list for you is handguards. I have some opinions about handguards, and I guess I'll segue this because you sent me 2 handguards and a Kiger, and they're not here. And I'll tell you guys why they're not here. So my FFL, it used to be a guy in my neighborhood, and if you'll actually remember that, because I switched FFLs on you like
Oh
back in
yeah,
May when we were
yeah.
trying to get some stuff. He used to be in my neighborhood, and he got elected to a position, and he's not doing much FFL stuff anymore. And so I went to a gun shop that is close to me, and they have regular business hours. So I figured it'd be a little more consistent for me to get stuff from a place that has regular business hours instead of just a home-based FFL. So I knew your stuff. The tracking number said Anderson package has been delivered. And so I called him, and he goes, yes, it's here. I haven't logged it into my book yet. And then he gets real quiet, and he says, the ATF is here, and I'm getting audited. And so I said, okay, buddy, never mind. You call me when you're ready, and I'll come by and get it. I really wanted to have it tonight to be able to hold up a handguard. I guess I can pull the website up here, but
No, hey, I completely understand where he's coming from with that.
I was like, I'm good, man. I really wanted it tonight, and I'm mildly disappointed, but you got bigger things going on.
Yeah.
So, thoughts and prayers to my local FFL that that he can still get me this. Hopefully he's not in trouble. They're busting people on typos now.
Oh yeah. Hey, we've seen them more now than we ever have. It's becoming a thing, and you're seeing it all over. Like you're seeing videos pop up here and there. And stuff's getting weird. Stuff's getting a little weird.
Is getting weird. Let's put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'll make a new sticker. It'll say stuff's getting weird /Kyle. There we go. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so what's DK doing? I'm knee deep in finding a decent AK-47 trigger. Ooh. He's off topic, but are you an AK guy?
No, I'm not. But my brother-in-law is, and he tried to teach me how to install an AK trigger, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
Yeah. I don't I have an AK, but it is buried so deep that I don't think I've laid eyes on it in probably coming up on 2 years. It's deep. It's deep in the chest over there. Yeah. FFL, what's he say about that? FFL, that's home base, and he got shut down for misspelling. I believe it.
Oh, wow.
100%. I believe it. Yeah, so I hope that, Quest for a Perfect Load. What's up, buddy? I hope that he's not in trouble and that I can go by maybe tomorrow and get my Anderson stuff. So on the handguard thing, and maybe I'll just pull up your website right now. We got somewhere else to go over there anyway. Okay, everybody close your eyes real quick because you're going to see something you're not supposed to see. Okay, I got it away before you saw it. Okay, so we're going to go over here to AR parts, and we're going to go to upper parts. You can tell I've done this a bunch of times because I know right where to go. So I really like the design of this AR-10 handguard. Do you guys, you guys are making these in-house, I think, right?
So the AM-10 are actually OEM worked by Fifth Axis.
Okay.
We did the design. We had to shop it out. Just to be honest with you, we don't have floor space for another handguard machine for our AM-10 components.
So the AR-10 ones.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm really becoming a bit of a weight queen on handguards, and I'm just pouring over these specs here, trying to figure out how much stuff weighs. Now, and I think that this is one you're making in-house. Then this is the 50.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, really, really simple, classic design. I like the slash cut there on the front. And when you're looking for a handguard, guys, look for handguards that have these scallops. I mean, this weight taken out of the rail.
Yep.
Because that is a difference maker for sure.
It is, and that's what we're going for with our handguards. Lightweight, but still durable, sturdy.
Yeah.
Still got all the M-lock capabilities and all that.
I can appreciate this design here. I like the slash cut on the end. I think that's a good looking handguard. So I guess where I'm going with this, I kind of want to design my own handguard. I need to talk to somebody about that.
I know a few people. To be honest with you, I could definitely hook you up, and they could at least point you in the right direction.
Well, we might work on that. I think that when you look through some of the handguards that are offered on the market, a lot of them look really similar, and a lot of them are not doing the weight saving things about getting that weight out of the pick rail, and I think that's so important.
Oh yeah, and I mean, hey, if you design a nice handguard, that takes off. You're in it there.
Yeah,
you're in it. So
yeah, Bending says I know a guy. Just saying. All right, what's DK saying? I had an AR-15 lower set in this place. I have no clue what's happening with the Florida. Oh, he's got waiting period stuff in California.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, so let's talk about barrel poke. What is your ideal handguard length to barrel length?
Oh man, so I'm a 15-inch. I want my handguard to go out as far to as close to the muzzle device as I can. I'm not like what do you call it, where the muzzle device is inside the handguard type guy. I don't like that stuff.
Okay.
But I like for it to be. I like to reach with my non-dominant hand. So as long as I could possibly get it, 15 inches. If I'm going with the shorty though, as close as I can get to the muzzle device with that handguard. That's why I like the way we do the scallop, because you can still get that reach, but that extra material is gone.
Yeah, agree. So I did on Evan's AR on his 308, we did a 20-inch barrel, but I looked at 17-inch handguards, and there are some 20-inch handguards on the market as well. Kind of hard to find an AR-10, but we went with a 15-inch handguard and a 20-inch barrel, and I did not know how much I would like it, and I actually really like it on that bigger gun, being an AR-10. The proportions look right to me, but I'm with you. I want a 16-inch barrel and a 15-inch handguard. Like that's ideal.
Yep.
Okay. What about SBR stuff? Do you do anything? Do you like shorts? I really like short barrels. I should have more SBRs than what I do, but this whole pistol thing's got us all upside down. So what about, you like some short, you like some 8-inch AR-15s?
Yeah, I spread the love, man. I like the long boys and the short boys here. So I'll go with either one, but I think the shortest I go barrel wise 10.5
on an AR-15. Yeah. There's just so much flash out of those ones that are shorter than that.
Yes,
it's just a cannon.
We've got a guy at work who's obsessed with just trying to make the tiniest AR he could possibly make, and it's comical sometimes, man. It really is.
That's fun. Okay, so yeah, Ron Wayne likes a long handguard, and MC says I like as short as the gas block only. Oh, so he likes some poke, like some barrel poke.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what I don't like is I don't want to see the gas block.
No. Yeah, yes. That's a huge no.
I don't want to see the gas block. There's some of those with well, okay, so that's a good point too, because I can appreciate a good A2 front sight. I can appreciate that. Now you guys, well, we'll come to the dissipator here in a second. There are people who put that pick rail on the gas block, and I'm not a fan of that, because if you put a polymer front sight on that Picatinny gas block, I feel like you're looking for melt to happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's melt coming soon. Okay, so this retro stuff that's out right now, you guys are in on that. That dissipator is beautiful.
Yes, yeah, I love the dissipator, man. It's a smooth runner. A blast from the past, literally.
Yeah. And so the idea with the dissipator, that's a military-based ideology, right? That was a sight radius situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, so they wanted to keep the same sight radius, but they wanted to kind of chop that extra 4 inches off the the 20-inch. So
Uh-huh.
that's literally just what they did, and push that gas block back. Well, it's a rifle, still a rifle length gas system on a 60-inch barrel.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's smooth as butter, man. It really is. It's a pleasure to shoot. It's a freaking workhorse. You can't break that thing. It's
Does
it's
that
pretty
have
awesome.
the A2 stock on the back too? The
It
solid stock?
does.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a cool look. I don't have any like that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll branch out one day and do something like that. Do all handguards fit on all rifles? I have a Springfield Armory St. Victor and I wanted to swap the handguard. Can I? Well, I'll let you go first.
I was gonna say it just depends on the barrel nut. That's
it.
it.
Barrel nut is the limiting factor there.
Yep.
That is the key. So you're going to need to probably do a Google search for what barrel nut you got on there, DK, and then look for a handguard that takes that same barrel nut.
Yep.
While we're talking about standardizing the AR-10, we could also talk about standardizing barrel nuts if we want to get on that too.
Yeah, that's a whole nother show right there. Gosh, there's so many out there. So many out there.
Yeah, he's saying the same thing. Yep. You got it. Okay. Let's see. We talked about handguards. I've got 2 handguards from you guys coming in, and I've got 2 handguards from Faxon coming in, and I've got an AR-10 and an AR-15 from each of you guys. And so those of you that are paying attention at home, there are some builds coming up on the Eagle Run 23 channel because we're going to be this deep in handguards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That, like I said, that's a good problem to have, though. That is a good problem.
Yeah. Well, when we were talking earlier about things they don't tell you when you have a YouTube channel, and the fact that you can build a rifle and a handgun really easily every single month for content on your channel is a little overwhelming. I am getting absolutely slaughtered in my garage right now. Absolutely slaughtered. There, in fact, I keep a list here on my desk of upcoming projects and upcoming videos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 videos that have not been shot. And I have 2, 4, 6. Oh, this is a good segue. The Anderson bolt. What can you tell us about the Anderson bolt? Because that's literally on my list of builds coming up.
The only thing that I can really tell you about the Anderson bolt action is that next month it should be hitting market. It's
coming soon.
Yes, it's in its final testing phases right now. Our engineers are doing their little tweaks and critiquing it, taking it to the range an awful lot.
Okay.
Just to kind of get everything fine-tuned and ready for full-blown production. But, like I said, we definitely want to get Eagle Run 1 and let you start that build off, because I think
I want at least 2 immediately.
Yeah.
I've got two on my list here of 2 different calibers I need to build.
Okay.
I don't own, well, I can't say I don't own them. I own a couple of bolt guns, but they're like, I have the 223 Savage Axis bolt gun, $300 gun.
Yeah,
it's fine. I'm a prepper. And back in the day, I wanted as many things as possible that shot 223, just from a redundancy standpoint. And so I have a couple of silly guns like that I probably don't really need. That thing has a vintage Nikon scope on it, though, that's actually pretty nice.
Oh, hey, Nikon is still out there, too. They're just under – I forget who I was talking to somebody about it, and they went to another company, like all their designers did.
I heard that too, and I forgot the name of the company.
Me too.
Yeah. So my boy DK is roasting me a little bit here. Do you know about the gun that I ruined?
No.
DK is bringing up Carl had an 8.6 blackout, and I kind of ruined it, but I rebuilt it for him, and we made it better. But some of my regular subscribers that have a memory, they're always going to get me. I don't know that I'll ever be able to. I don't know. I feel like in a year someone's still going to be roasting me for that. But I put all of it on YouTube, so it's my fault. I put all of it on YouTube. I was open and honest about what happened and how we fixed it. And All
You
that
put it out there,
Here's
you
some,
fixed it. You're good.
yeah. Here's some Anderson love.
Oh
Mustang
man, thanks,
ARs.
Chris.
Yeah. Okay,
That's awesome.
let's here's a bolt action question. The barrel and action will be. What is it going to be? Oh, is it? Well, you're going to do barreled actions, right? Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah, and it'll be a 700 pattern, Remington 700 pattern.
Okay, and so is that going to be a, what do they call that? A pre-fit barrel? Is that what they call that?
To be honest with you, I don't know the answer to that question, brother.
Okay. So I think the bolt action stuff is going to be popping off pretty quick too, because Faxon's doing a bolt action, Arrows is already out, Anderson has a bolt action coming soon, and those three companies, you and Faxon and Anderson, are all companies. Well, maybe I shouldn't say this on your behalf. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys are all kind of builder focused companies. You guys are companies that you guys sell parts to us as home builders. So the fact that you guys are offering bolt actions, that means bolt actions are going to be starting to build in guys' garages.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a beautiful thing to even think about, to be honest with you. It's really
I'm
cool.
jazzed.
It's really cool. Just like, started as an AR platform and branching out.
Yeah.
You got the Kiger and now the bolt action, and it's like, what's next?
Yeah, you guys will have that's the trifecta of us home builders. You got a Glock Gen 3 clone, you got an AR-15, and then now we're gonna get to build our own bolt actions. Shoo! Yeah, it's a great time to be alive.
It's exciting, man. It really is.
Well, on that note, let's switch over to the Kiger.
Yeah.
So it's a Gen 3 clone.
Yep.
And
fully compatible with all Gen 3 parts and components.
I can't wait to get one. It's in my zip code.
Yeah.
I just can't touch it. It's here. So again, back to the prepper thing. A lot of my gun stuff is based in the prepper ideology, which I'm still into. I'm more focused on the guns now than I was way back when. And I was because of the redundancy and the availability of magazines and cheap magazines and all that, Beretta 92 was my platform forever. And I've got, I'm not going to say a number, a bunch of Beretta mags, and I have redundant multiple setups of 92 9mm, because you could buy them in surplus and all that stuff. By the way, where are all the Beretta surpluses from the Army? Because they switched over to SIG. Why can't I get my hands on some of those? I wonder where those are.
That'll be a heavyweight, or they might be in Ukraine.
Oh gosh.
Hate to say
I don't know if we can't say that word. Yeah, I don't know. They told us that we were expecting all these 92s to be flooding the market. Haven't seen one. So switching over to the Glock platform about 2 years ago now, I started making P80s, and then I'm into the GSTs now, and the Glock platform just took me over. Like the redundancy, and the fact that I could have an AR-9 that takes Glock mags, that never caught on for the Beretta mag. And the Glock mag is the thing. That is the reason why the Kiger is a thing, and the reason all these Gen 3s, because that Glock mag fits all of them. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, that platform, again, just the aftermarket's so big, it's almost exactly like the AR-15. You can just change and manipulate every part to where it custom fits you, and there you go. That's your handgun. I think that's why it took off so popular.
Being from Kentucky, yeah, Ron Wayne, being from Kentucky, I'm starting to feel ashamed I don't have an Anderson. Dude, you need to get yourself a pony. Get yourself an Anderson pony, Ron Wayne.
Yeah. You'll enjoy it.
And then he says, Ron, Kyle needs to send you an Anderson. Yeah, there we go. We'll get you a lower. I'll send you one, Ron Wayne. I'm gonna be placing an order here for a handful of lowers pretty soon. Okay, so the Kiger, let's talk about that frame, because it's plastic. Y'all don't make plastic things, I'm assuming.
We do not.
Okay, so Is there any reason why it looks like an SCT?
That's because it is an SCT. We worked with St. Croix Tactical. I started about 2 years back, and just kind of we're developing our engineers with their big brains. Their engineers, their big brains came together, and they came out with the SCT frame, and there it is. It's a very nice frame. I love the stippling, the grip on it. But after watching a few of your videos, I'm probably about to mess mine up. I want to get that wood burning kit in the Amazon here about tomorrow, and it's going to be on.
By the way, heck of a deal right here. Can I just shout this out real quick?
Yeah.
Holy
cow.
Yeah.
That's a summer bundle.
Y'all, heck of a deal right there. Okay, so this Kiger is that beautiful frame. It looks a lot like the Strike 81, and we've got a real pretty with some weight reduction in the front. We got the RMR, just a real beautiful platform. I like that. I can't wait to see it. I don't know if mine has suppressor height sights or not. I don't know.
It does.
One. I don't even know which. I got this. Is that the one I got? Is the 9C Pro?
Yep.
Okay, so that means I need to put an optic on it and maybe try to co-witness or something.
Yeah, that's why we set it up that way, is for that RMR cut to get that co-witness going.
Yeah. It just occurred to me that I maybe should not be showing a gun manufacturer's website on my live stream. Oh. Delete that. We'll cut that out, guys. It's live, but we'll cut that.
We'll get that in post.
We'll cut that out. Yeah, we'll get that in post. I don't have post, but
what's post?
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to fix that. So the reviews on this are really strong. People seem to really like it. What are you guys here? I mean, it's been out for what, 6 months now? 8 months?
Yeah, October we released the Kiger 9C, and January the Pro came along. So,
it's been out longer than I thought.
Yeah, but the reviews have been great. With the grip, people either love it or they hate it. It's just the way it seems to go. Some people say the stippling's a little too tough. It's perfect for my hand. It's a little bit fatter of a grip, and I like that personal preference. But it's definitely it's thick and it's texturized. It's got the gas pedals. Yeah.
You just fit right in there.
Yep. And it's got that front Picatinny. So if you're like a laser guy or you like to run a light, it's right there, ready to go.
Okay. So so when you and I first talked like a handful of months ago, that was about that same time was the very first time that I even knew about the Kiger. So I guess I assumed it came out in January or right before SHOT Show, but you're saying it came out earlier than that. What's the splash on it like now that you're coming up on a year?
Oh, it's great. The Kiger 9C Pro kind of shadowed out the Kiger 9C. They're not moving as quick as the pros, but I think you can attribute that to the RMR cut. That's just us growing as a manufacturer. Just I guess you call it a rookie mistake not having the RMR cut, because that was a showstopper for a lot of people when the Kiger 9C first launched. Like, no optic cut, not even going to give it a shot, which I get it. If that's your thing and we don't offer it, then why would you? So,
So I guess there's the third thing I'm putting on my platform: standardize the RMR.
Oh Lord, yes. But it looks like the Echelon's got some type of crazy system going on where it accepts a lot of the different footprints, which is cool. That's neat.
I think they say 30 footprints. I think that's what it says.
Which is sad we have that many footprints.
I didn't even know we had that many. I can only name like 3.
Yeah. So, but that's really cool. I mean, and that's some of the things that you get to watch, and you get to see all these cool developments coming along. You're just like, wow, man.
Yeah.
How the hell didn't we think of that out first? But
and those slide cuts are good too on that barrel. I think anytime you can see the barrel and you can see that it's a special barrel, when those window cuts, anytime you do that, it just ups the level. It just makes it so much cooler because people like those kind of details, and that's why they're shopping. That's why they didn't buy, a Glock at the gun store, they bought the Kiger. That's why, is because of those little touches.
Yep.
That's Glock doesn't do that stuff. It's left up to the aftermarket and then companies like Anderson who put out something cool like that. Okay, let's go back and catch a question here. Carl says, what chamberings will be in the barreled action?
So there's going to be 3 chamberings. You're going to have your 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, and the third one is still up for debate. So, yeah, can't disclose that one.
Right there.
Yeah, there's a little competition going on. I think that's why they're at the range so much here lately.
So are these going to be these are Anderson barrels going on that thing?
Correct. Yeah, we have our own barrel facility. Yep.
Okay. Are we going to get a 16-inch? Or are they all going to be longer?
Probably not off the bat. Yeah, they're going to be longer. I think 20 and 24. But don't quote me on that.
Well, put me in the comment section for a 16 or an 18. I like short barrels.
Hey, the engineers, man, they know how to machine it. They can do all that cool stuff.
They're looking at powder burn and all that stuff. We don't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All that useless stuff.
Whatever.
Sorry.
They're looking at ballistics and
schmalistics.
Oh, you have one bolt action. It's a 338 Lapua. What?
Hey.
DK.
That's what's up.
You're not exactly slumming in the bolt action.
No.
Atta kid. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, what does he say about the... Oh, Kiger looks awesome. Okay, in the chat real quick, before we said the word Kiger, tell me if you have heard of the Kiger or if you have seen the Kiger. I'm interested. I wish I knew how to do a poll. I'm sure there's a way to do that. Have you guys seen the Kiger? Because it was love at first sight for me. I thought it was way cool. I loved it from the get-go.
Yeah. That seems to be the reaction of a lot of people, though. Like NRA, they were like, you guys have a handgun? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the launch got kind of covered up with SHOT Show for the Pro. And then the launch in October, I don't know what necessarily went wrong with that, but it is starting to gain popularity and all that good stuff.
Yes, Chris, you are live, sir. You are watching us live on Facebook, not Instagram. I wish we could do Instagram. Instagram banned me last week, by the way.
What?
Yeah, so if you follow me on Instagram, you're going to see a whole lot less posts. I'm just going to put all of that attention over on Twitter because I was kind of struggling doing both anyway, and Instagram just made it easier for me.
Dude, it's X now.
Yeah, I'm out. So, Carl, if I'm not mistaken, did the 22 Creedmoor just get Sammy spec'd like this week? I think it did, Carl. The 22 Creedmoor, I think, is a Sammy cartridge now, and I think, am I wrong? I think that's the one that Hornady made a post about. I think we're going to see some 22 Creedmoor stuff.
Oh, wow.
Papa Smurf is here. What's up, Papa Smurf? Okay, so we've got like 10 or 15 minutes left. I'm going to get to while I'm bringing this up. Question for you.
Yeah.
What right now? We've already talked about some really exciting things, but maybe outside of Anderson or just in the gun world in general, what are you really excited about? Like for me, it's 8.6 blackout. I'm like living and breathing it. I'm reloading it. I'm shooting it. I'm trying to catch a hog. Like that's what's got me excited right now. What are you really excited about right now?
Really excited about. To be honest with you, and this is going to sound cliche, man, because I'm excited about this bolt action, man. It's going to open up a whole new world for me because I am not a PRS guy. Like I love to shoot. I'm all about precision, like conserve your ammo and make that shot count. But at the same time, like PRS is a whole nother level of that. And I think Anderson's just kind of dragging me into this thing. And like I said, it's going to open up a whole new world for me, and I'm pretty excited to check it out and see what the PRS world's all about, see what that game is.
So I don't take that at all as a company line from you. I think bolt actions are hot, and I think there's more and more people who are like, wait, what? I can make one that looks like that, and then I can go to the local range and like shoot competitively. I mean, it's almost like obviously all of us watching this, you guys like to shoot. I mean, So also there is Mrs. Wayne here, But other than Mrs. Wayne, there's not too many females watching. But we also, guys, like to compete a little bit, and like golfers get to compete with their friends, and like I don't know who bowls, but maybe some bowlers out there, they get to compete at the bowling alley. But like, unless we're sharing how big a deer we got, the PRS fits a really cool niche.
It does. And the deer stories are all lies most of the time anyway.
Well, we don't have to. Okay, we got some caliber suggestions here for you. Now, these are your long action, so we don't need to worry about that for the GT or for the Grendel. But I guess you could do those in a REM 700, but you're doing the bigger cartridges right now, right? Am I right?
Correct.
Okay. So maybe down the road we can get some of these shorter actions.
Yeah, I love the 6.5 Grendel.
What about the GT? You know about that one?
I do not. I am not familiar.
So that's the PRS cartridge right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, that's one that's real popular in PRS. I mean, it's not like the PRS cartridge, but anyway. Okay, let's see here. Not familiar. and then MC. I shoot bowling.
He's a bowler. That counts.
It counts. Okay, let's I don't want to not be able to talk about this, so we're going to switch to this right now. I'm passionate about handguards, and I'm also very passionate about color schemes. And while that might seem interesting to those of you that know that I'm colorblind, this is the Dark Horse that came out in May. This is a beautiful color scheme. What's the story with this? What's the deal? It was the color of the month, I guess, right?
Yeah. So in January we started a Cerakote of the month where we just lined it up, and month by month we did different schemes. And this was the month of May. And big shout out if they're out there listening or whatever. Grit City Cerakote, all that stuff is shopped out. The Cerakote is, and man, they killed it every month that we ran that. Dark Horse, definitely my favorite by far. It's going to be a close tie, though, with the chocolate chip. We did a Desert Storm chocolate chip, too, and it turned out really nice. But builder sets, man. Builder sets in the Cerakote of the month, it doesn't get much better than that. So,
okay, so I'm an Anderson customer, and this is the only one I'm aware of. What am I doing wrong?
Oh, man. Are you subscribed? We got an email list.
I'm on it.
You're on it?
I think
we might be getting censored there, I guess, a little bit.
I'm going to check that out because. So, did you have one for June and July?
We had one for June. June is when it ended. We only ran it for 6 months.
Bring back the color builder sets.
Dude, I'm sorry you missed it. Now I legit feel bad now. I'm like, damn, maybe we do need to revisit this because
were they popular?
They were very popular. Yeah, they were awesome.
Sold out.
So it'll definitely be something we do again. It's just we only had 6 lined up with Grit City. So if you really want one though, you could reach out to Grit City Cerakote and they will hook you up for sure. But we will be probably bringing back the Cerakote of the month. It's just we got to reload.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't just throw that stuff together. It's got to be planned out.
Yep.
So you made a set number of them, and then that was the one for that month, and then you did a January through July.
Yeah. Well, they were made to order. So for every order, we do pre-order like January, and then February we ship. Yeah.
Okay. So then so here's my next question. Which one was the most popular?
A-Palms, which was our first one. It was like a Miami Vice theme. That one sold a ton. A lot. Like January, for some reason.
I'm going to have to Google that.
What's that?
I'm going to have to Google that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was. I'll put it in the chat here because it's spelled a little differently too. But A-Palms. Just
like napalms?
Yeah, basically. Yep. Just like napalms. No end.
Okay. Man. If they're better than the Dark Horse, y'all did great.
Like I said, Dark Horse is my favorite, with the Desert Storm coming in close second. But the A-Palms, man, had that Miami Vice theme. It was dark with the bright highlights of pink and turquoise, and people love that.
Okay. Ron Wayne says, do you guys make anything in 45 long coal?
No, we do not.
Carl likes the Dark Horse.
Man, this is really making me upset that all these people didn't really know about it.
Well, hey, that's why we're doing this. We gotta
for sure
make sure people know.
Yeah. Gosh, I gotta get out more.
Well, okay, so long action. Oh, I said it wrong. These are short actions. Is that what he's saying? Short action that fit in the AR-10 platform. Long action is, oh. Did I get that wrong?
No idea.
Yeah, now he wants a Miami. Now I want a Miami Vice one.
They were cool looking. They were definitely a showstopper. Like, you had to stop and look at it. Like, whoa.
Okay, so how do people get on your email list?
Yeah, so just go to andersonmanufacturing.com, and then down in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a subscribe button. Click on subscribe, and then I'm pretty sure there's a pop-up too that comes up. Just hit subscribe, put your email in there, and become a customer.
Okay, and then you're also, what are you guys on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay.
At andersonmanufacturing.com or at Anderson Manufacturing.
One of them is Anderson Rifles.
Yeah, that's not going to be us.
Oh, that's not you?
No.
I might have tagged Anderson Rifles in something.
Hey, it's all good. I'm sure it's either one of our old ones, because when we were first getting started up, like, we had Anderson Rifles. We've actually put that on our boxes and everything. And it was AndersonRifles.com. So it's probably just an old thrown away account that never got deleted.
Okay, Bending Ballistics is setting us straight here. If it's in a gas rifle, it's a short action.
Okay. Oh, good to know.
Okay. He Bending Ballistics, by the way, PRS guy. He's a shooter. There it is. AndersonManufacturing.com. Thank you, Mr. MC. Shout out to MC being our moderator of the night here. Love having him on here. Good friend of mine and a good dude. Oh, Vanessa Kitty's here. We got 2 females. Fantastic. Okay, so they need to get on the email list with you. And if you want to follow them on Twitter, look them up. Are you guys doing Instagram? Are you banned yet?
Yeah, we're Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, we're not banned yet. So,
well, I don't know what I did. Y'all are manufacturers. I'm just a guy in a garage. Well, they'll let you do it, I guess. I saw that Demolition Ranch, his Instagram's like Demolition Matt or something like that. He actually got banned like the same day I did. So there must have been, because I've heard a couple of people saying that. That was like a week ago.
Yeah, everything's so sensitive now. We try to keep everything as PG as we can, but
yeah, the PG.
It's getting crazy out there. It really is.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see if I got anything else here for you. I don't want to go too much longer here. I got another one for you. If you're not watching a YouTube video from your favorite, whatever builder of guns or someone making some gun content, what's your like guilty pleasure of a YouTube channel? Like, what would be maybe surprising that you watch?
Let's see. Outside of gun stuff, geez, man, you're gonna stump me here. I got one, but I can't say it. And it just keeps popping up, and I'm like, dude, you cannot say that.
Mine's dirt track racing. I'm a big dirt track racer.
Oh, really?
I love watching the dirt track racing.
if we can go with just genres, I like watching. I cannot for the life of me remember this guy's channel's name, but he opens the old MREs from way back in the day. Sometimes
Oh
they're
yeah.
from China, sometimes they're like World War One, and he's just
Oh,
let's put him on a tray. He's got like the most soothing voice and all this going on, and it's like
okay.
I don't know why. I see a video from him. I'm like, yep. Yeah, I guess that would be my guilty pleasure. It's perfect napping videos right there. Perfect.
I love to my other one is there's a guy that does vintage watch repair,
Oh,
and he takes them all apart, cleans them, puts them all back together. And listen, I'm walking I'm rocking a $49 Timex, so I'm not like watch guy.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
I got the
these
Casio.
vintage watches that they're like, like this is a Rolex from the early 1920s, and like he's taking it all apart, and I'm like, how do you get those little pieces to go back together? Sometimes an AR trigger will give me heck, and I'm like, how in the world?
Yeah, I could not imagine the components of a watch. That would be nuts.
That's funny. Oh, Papa Smurf says he watches your
Oh,
MRE
yeah.
guy too.
So Papa Smurf knows what's up.
Bending Ballistic says, go shoot at his club and you'll go to a mile.
I'm gonna have to take him up on that. That just sounds awesome.
Okay.
That just sounds amazing.
He's a friend of mine. I'll give you his email. Good deal. Okay, so we're excited about the bolt action. I think, as you can tell by the comments here, it seems like some people are into it.
Yeah.
So that should be a big splash for you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm into it too. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a 308 and I'm gonna do a 6.5 Creedmoor immediately. I think no, I'm not 6.5 Creedmoor, a 308 and an 8.6 blackout. So I guess I'm gonna figure out how to get your barrel off.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll do the 8.6 on a Faxon bolt, and I'll do. I don't know. There's so many options.
Who's to say that third caliber is not an 8.6 blackout?
I just assumed it wasn't. Are you telling me there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance.
Kyle said he's going to make a blackout barrel.
Carl's a blackout guy.
Yeah, well, it's whatever the chamberings are. You're going to do the right ones, because 308 obviously is the obvious answer, and then the Creedmoor. I read somewhere that like if you went into a gun shop, like 70% of the offerings are available in Creedmoor. Like that's crazy to me.
And that's got to be a recent change too, because it used to be 308 30-06.
Yeah. It's well, here he says bolt action 30-06 can't go wrong.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but I'm projecting here. I don't disagree with you, David, but I actually would be really surprised if that's the mystery third caliber that Anderson's talking about here. It would be cool if it was, and I know a lot of people would be excited about it, but I feel like we're all in the flavor of the month right now, or the caliber of the month right now, and I don't know if it would be a 30-06. It would be cool if it was. It'd be cool if it was. 6 Creedmoor is dominating PRS right now. Yeah, that's true. The 6 calibers all the way around are real popular. I would not sure I would care for a subsonic based bolt gun. I'm gonna make one, Carl. I'll let you shoot it. All right, we'll get out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Yes. Kyle, hang out here for a second, and we'll end the broadcast here. Big shout out to MC, moderator of the day. Did a fantastic job dropping the links and everything. Make sure you guys leave a like before you go. It's great for the algorithm and all that stuff, and just lets YouTube know that you're watching something and enjoying it. Have an interaction there. Thank you guys in the comments. You guys are always great in the comments. I love how smart and funny and witty people are. So, all right, guys, we will see y'all later. Thank you guys for watching.